Thank you. From Palm Beach County through Indian River County and everywhere in between, today's severe weather, a mess for many. Tonight we have live team coverage of that weather, and we begin with Dan Corcoran live in Aquesta, where there were unconfirmed reports of a tornado. Dan?
Well, that's right. Possible reports of a tornado not yet confirmed by the National Weather Service. There is damage in this Tequesta neighborhood. However, if you take a look behind me, you can take a look at that utility pole. Well, it's at a bit of a slant right now, and that was actually the case to a number of these utility poles, but FPL has been out here working on them, and as you can see, the power has been turned back on in much of this area. We did speak with a young man who lives in this area who witnessed today's weather event. Here's what he had to say about what he saw.
To be honest with you, I wasn't sure what was going on. There was a lot of clanking on the windows, a lot of heavy gusts, and I look outside and a big tornado was literally trashing my backyard.
What did it look like?
Pretty transparent, but you could see on the ground it was tearing everything up, and it uprooted a tree in my backyard, and it mainly got over to about where my pool was and completely dissipated.
Now, power was cut to about 40 homes in this area earlier tonight. Power is slowly coming back on after a wild night of weather in this and many areas in the region. Power crews working to upright utility poles off of Southeast Island Place in Tequesta, just north of the Martin County line. There, a possible tornado. A few miles south in Juno Beach, US 1 was flooded out in both directions after torrential rain, catching drivers by surprise.
Driving along, hit the puddle of death, car hydrolocked. I'm screwed.
Daniel Garland was one of those drivers. His small car, no match for these big and deep puddles.
Takes sucked in water, and engines don't run off water.
Roadways big and small, and visibility was at a minimum at times tonight. Here on Interstate 95, the windshield wipers couldn't move quickly enough.
Yeah, just trying to get home. Headlights out. I hit one of the big puddles back there.
Leo Garcia's ride home to Palm City took an unexpected turn. He says the wet weather short-circuited his headlights. He got right off the road and waited for the dangerous conditions to pass.
We'll wind up sliding all over the place, and you got puddles like that one down the road there where people wind up stalling out.
Wet and powerful weather taking its toll. Rain, wind, flooding, and a possible tornado, and Mother Nature may have more in store over the weekend. And back out here live, the National Weather Service still working to confirm if this was in fact a tornado, but we can't report no injuries, no major damage aside to the utility poles that you see there after a very wild night of weather. Reporting live in Tequesta, I'm Dan Corcoran, WPTV News Channel 5.